help the 4 Britons held in Libya. And the 2 who come home tomorrow. Good evening. Hope is rising tonight for the 4 Britons still held in Libya, following a new move to improve relations between the 2 countries. The Foreign Office confirmed tonight that Britain has approved the appointment of the first Libyan diplomat in London since the St James's Square siege in April. 2 detainees, airline official Mr Douglas Ledingham and oil worker Mr George Bush, were freed last night and they're expected home tomorrow. The 4 still held are, from the left, Alan Russell, Robin Plummer, Michael Anderson and Michael Berdinner.
The Libyan Justice Minister broke the news in front of 2 Labour Euro MPs that Colonel Gaddafi had signed a free pardon for the Britons. The release came immediately afterwards when they appeared looking bewildered because they'd just been set free.
3 minutes ago.
About 3 minutes, we just left office. It was very good indeed.
So how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling okay. Good, thank you.
Very good.
After 136 days captivity, Douglas Ledingham took his first step home. The handshakes began, first the British consul, and then jubilant Euro MPs who'd stolen the limelight after yesterday's untimely departure of 4 MPs. This morning, the 2 men relaxed with the British consul. Bush had been held for drinking. Ledingham said the Libyans was being held for a political crime. Both men say it was a frame-up and that they were hostages.
Yesterday we had some feeling, 2 of us. I sensed something, but it was either we were going to be sentenced or freedom.
We had all come to the conclusion that we may well have to stay here a very long time before we were going to be free, because it's just our way of doing things, the British way of doing things. We would not do a trade-off.
While they were making travel arrangements to leave tomorrow, efforts were still being made to negotiate a pardon for the others. Colonel Gaddafi, meanwhile, was busy reviewing his armed forces to celebrate 15 years of his revolution. For a country with less than half the population of London, the Libyans put on an overpowering show of strength. The 2 Euro MPs tired of the proceedings and waited for more developments. It wasn't long after that we were taken to a prison outside Tripoli and allowed to meet the other prisoners. They were under guard, looked pale and subdued. The Libyans said they had invited us here as another gesture towards Britain and that the prisoners could talk freely.
Our treatment has improved considerably since the first days. As I've already said, we are eating well and correctly. We're getting a balanced diet. We are being well and correctly looked after by our guards. And except for the obvious constraint, I don't have any real complaint.
Mr. Anderson, you know that 2 of your cellmates have gone. What's your feeling today?
I'm just pleased to see that it's a step in the right direction.
Have you any idea how much longer you may be held for?
I don't even know why I'm being held.
I've never lost hope that I will go, because I realise we're just in the grip of political events which are way above our head, and I'm sure the Libyan government doesn't intend personal harm to any of us.
The British delegation regretted leaving them behind, knowing that the men must go on waiting and hoping for an early release. Brent Sadler, ITN, Tripoli.